I am Captain Noah Opio. I am the project manager of works under ministries, department and agencies done by Updf Engineers Brigade in Eastern Region. Specifically, I'm in charge of health projects.
How big is the Eastern Region?
Eastern Region starts from Jinja, from the bridge, up to Karamoja, Teso side. We know bordering Lango, border Karamoja. Busolwe is part of Eastern Region. So that is the scope. Busolwe, Teso, Bukedi, Teso, Bukedi, Karamoja. Those are the areas within Teso region, within Eastern Region. Busolwe, we're rehabilitating the nurses' quarters. We had a total of 74 occupants were supposed to be housed in that whatever, broken into. There are 2-bedroom structures which were 8 blocks in number. Those ones were occupying 2 bedrooms. We're occupying those 2 bedrooms. The 2-in-1, 8 blocks, we're having 16 occupants. And then we also had single bedrooms, single rooms, where we just have 1 room. Those ones were 2 blocks, which were accommodating 24 people. Each block had 12. Then we had the one which have sitting room and bedrooms. We had 6 blocks. And those ones, we had 5 blocks, and each block was accommodating 6 people. So that's when we started. So all these were supposed to be rehabilitated. They were in a sorry state when we started. So we had to make them rehabilitate and make them new. So we had to remove the roof, overhaul the whole roof. That means we had to roof afresh, put new iron sheets. So we had to work on the walls. We had to plaster the walls. We had to do the verandas, the apron, what we call the splash apron. We had to do the floor. They had some were doing badly in the floor. We had to work on the floor. And then there is what we call mechanical installations, where you put the new toilet system, the wash and basins. All those we had to do new ones. Electricity, we had to overhaul the electrical system. We had to do the wiring afresh, put new bulbs, new everything, the ceiling boards. That was our scope. And then we also had the external works, where we had to do the walkways using the road curbs, using pavers, planting grass, planting flowers. As you look at Busolwe now, you see all the new, the place looks new. Again, in external environment, we did lighting, street lighting, using the solar lights, which is actually one of the last items we finished doing. So our scope was composed of that, and it is now totally looking new and ready for use.
Of course, the staff will sleep within the quarters, and when they're within, that means they are going to be available readily for duties. Both the night and the day duties, they will be readily available and reachable. Because at the moment they are renting outside there in a very unfavorable state. So we think they should when when they come back here, it will be better for them in terms of being available, and that will enhance service delivery.
Our objectives were key, 3 of them. We're targeting at achieving the cost effectiveness, and then we also wanted to achieve quality. We want to try to have quality work delivered, and then the time aspect, we're trying to work within 12 months period. So I want to say that we've been able to achieve 2 objectives clearly. We have worked within the costs available, though at some point some costs went up, but we tried to work within the costs. And then the aspect of quality has been achieved, that one no doubt, because quality materials have been used. As we look at the iron sheets, look at the steel products, look at the compound, and before even I had forgotten to tell you that we even overhauled the sewerage system. The old system was asbestos pipework for sewage systems, so we had to redo the whole sewer lines using the PVC pipes. So we have achieved the quality. The only aspect we have not achieved, which was because of partly delays from our clients, and also delay by the hospital staff to evacuate, that caused us to delay to start. So that our time aspect has not been achieved. However, working together with Ministry of Health, we're able to request for extension, and we granted us extension of time to finish the works.
Can you describe the new features or the outlook of this building for someone who has never been at Busolwe?
Like I said, there are structures which are 2-in-1, which has a a structure which has 2 people occupying it, bedroom, sitting room. Then there are those which have 2 bedrooms and a sitting room. They are also they are in blocks. And then there are 2 big blocks that take a bigger number of people, which are actually taking about 24 people. They are singles. These are for staffs who are single staff, not family. So the structure in Busolwe is accommodating and taking into consideration of those with families, and those who have a smaller family, like someone can occupy a bedroom and sitting room, and then those single ones, where someone is alone and just has his 1 room and his bathroom. So that's how Busolwe nurses' quarters looks like.
Now, there was a very close coordination. First of all, with the hospital administration, the board, and also the staff representative. Not every staff has been part and parcel of this renovation. And of course, we have been working closely with the Engineering Brigade and the Ministry of Health, and also the district leadership. We have been having site meetings, and where a number of things are aired from, and through that I think there was a very close coordination, and the input of every key stakeholder was taken into account.
This is a new era where we have seen the army engaging in such projects. What's the reaction of this community when they saw army managing such projects?
Of course, initially the community was a bit anxious, having army around. They thought the lay people thought they would be terrorized, but they found they're very friendly people. They're like another human being, and they're very professional in the way they're doing things, conducting themselves in the community. So at the moment, really, there is nothing negative about the UPDF. They've actually conducted themselves very well in the community.
Your message to the top leadership of UPDF and also the Ministry of Health?
I think my top leadership to the top management of UPDF is that, one, they need to find a way of expediting this project, because for the hospital, for Busolwe Hospital, it has delayed. It's now over 1 year beyond the schedule.
Of quality, like I've said, we've been very lucky to have, first of all, the supervision. Okay, before we even reach this supervision, we recruit and employ competent staff to execute these works. And in an event that we want to outsource, like for example, the street lightings, we have to outsource someone to do that service. So we have to look out for somebody who is who has a better experience. So he has to be vetted from the headquarters to be given such a specialized work in case we are unable to do if we are outsourcing. But I was saying that we have a competent staff that we employ to do the works. That is in terms of labor. In terms of material, we have a system of delivery of material. It's not just going to the market just to buy. Industrial materials, we have to get them from the industries direct. Cement came from Toro Cement and Hima Cement. Steel products came from roofings, and our iron sheets we use Uganda Bat. And these are all reputable companies or farms or suppliers of these products. So that's why you see the structure, it really looks new, and yet in fact it is they are old structures. We just rehabilitated them. Quality has been again controlled by proper supervision. You see, it's only UPDF works which are being supervised by first of all, local leaders supervise, including the LOC1. They come around and monitor the works. We have the district engineers and the clerk of works. Remember, if the project is direct from Ministry of Health, they attach a clerk of works. Like for this Busolwe, we had a gentleman called Isaac. He was always there to ensure that what we are fitting, what we are doing, is in line with the specifications as detailed in the BOQ. We also had the super monitoring team from the district engineer, the COW, the RDC, the chairperson, LOC5, those political leaders, they will come and monitor. All these make us to ensure that we do the right thing, because there are many eyes that are looking at the project. So any slight deficiency or deviation from the right thing will be seen. Apart from those, there is a supervising committee from Engineers Brigade Headquarters called the Construction Committee. They also do routine inspection, monitoring and evaluation. Those ones also come. And then we also have the Ministry of Health, where you can have visitors anytime from the headquarters. From the minister, to the ministers, to the peers, to the technical team at Ministry of Health, the infrastructure development, headed by engineer team, that group will also come. And then we have monitoring and evaluation headed by our General Masiko. They also come around and monitor the work. So in terms of supervision, it has been thorough. That's why you see that work looking like that. Apart from benefiting those who were few we employed, because we had a number of them employed working here, there were those casual laborers and then also skilled personnel. Those ones got payment. They would make some money. But also the community is benefiting in a larger perspective, because the nurses are going to be available. There will be no more excuse of saying there is no accommodation for nurses or there is dilapidated accommodation. So nurses are going to be on duty. So that, to me, it's actually not only to me, even them, they have confirmed, they have justified that it's going to help the service delivery in the district. So you realize that now, even the cases of say, referring to referral hospitals are going to reduce, because now if all the staff is available, some minor cases or cases which are manageable within that hospital can be handled. And then you find you're decongesting referral hospitals like Mbale and Jinja, which are the nearby referral hospitals. So the project is beneficial to the community in that perspective. We are at 100% now. We have already written to Minister of Health telling them to organize for commissioning. For us, we are done. If you visited there now, everything is in place. Even the few snags which we identified during the inspections have been handled. So there is no problem as per that. Work is 100%. We are only just waiting for the formalities. Even as part of the structure has been used. I think when they're building the other side of the hospital, there are some offices they are renovating there, so they are using part of this temporarily as offices. So part of the structure, part of the structures are being used. So we are ready to hand over the project, and the cost of the project is 5.5 billion. However, there were some increases. There were, because of those delays and changes of prices, most of these materials were from outside. So the projection that we had projected, we realized that some areas money had to go high, but that was being handled between us and the Ministry of Health to see if those variations can be handled. So you will notice that the 2-bedroom houses, 8 of them, were costing 1.2 billion renovation. We had 1 living room, the 2 blocks I talked to you about, which are taking 24 people, 730 million. And then a 1-bedroom house, the 5 blocks, those ones are total cost is 1.4 billion. And then the 1-bedroom house, the 1-bedroom house, that's taking 197 million. The external works that I talked about takes about 402 million. The mechanical works is 450 million. And then the electrical installation, electrical works takes 554 million. That brings it to a total of about 5.5 billion, the whole project. The only immediate project that is coming up is the fencing of the Busolwe hospital. That one, we are in the preliminary stages, but they have indicated to us that we should be preparing for it. We are going to do wall fencing of the hospital. And I know the paperwork is ongoing. We are going to be getting BOQs, and funds will be transferred, and then we shall start on that one in this financial year. The area is vast. As you see down in the quarters, all that area is porous. We try to deploy our people to help us manage security, so that there are no intruders who come anytime to pick. Because they might install a bulb here, they come and remove. As we are busy doing this, they have picked this. So it has been a challenge, but we managed to work because we had to deploy the staff there, and we're able to control the theft. There was no much cases reported for theft.
Any notable achievement besides what was in the BO issues?
No, we have been able. I didn't talk.
I understand that you saw some big tanks around there. We are also part of the project.
No, the water tanks. No, we have actually another additional work that we did was connection of the water. Now there was a new water system from the side of the main hospital, so we had to find that water is connected to this other staff quarters. So that one was an additional notable achievements we have done. I talked about the sewer line. Those water tanks, like I told you, we provided, and we gave them an additional support in ensuring that they're installed and they're usable. Every area we go and operate in, we first have to liaise with the wananchi. Now, for Busolwe hospital, being a hospital, it is enclosed. The first stakeholder, the host, is the in charge of the facility. So those ones we had to liaise with them, so that first of all, they are we share some amenities, like the power. We had to liaise with them. How do we share the power bills? How do we have our connections? They had to guide us, the water source. For the wananchi, we liaise with them because they had to provide. We had to ask the LOC to vet these people who are coming to work with us, both the casual laborers and the skilled ones. So we supported a lot by LOCs in ensuring that people who come in are not people who again will start stealing our material. So they had to recommend to us the right people for the job. So our coordination has been okay. Now, first of all, materials that we can make has helped us cut the cost. Like the road curbs, we cast them ourselves. Like the pavers, we do cast them ourselves. So some of these, the blocks, we make blocks ourselves. In some instances where we need to use the blocks. So now we learned that having our equipment that can help us make some of this cuts the cost. And we are carrying it on to other projects. Like now the projects that we are doing in Tororo, we are doing an upgrade of Nyangole Center. We are doing another upgrade of Kasoli. We are doing Merikiti. So all these projects we are doing, we have a centralized point where we do the blocks. Because now the quality of the blocks in the market did not pass the test. So this is one of the knowledge we have learned, that we need to be able to do some of these things ourselves. On specialized works, like I talked about the solar installations, the sewer lines, where sometimes maybe we lack expertise, we attach our people. Like when they were installing the solar street lights, our people had to be attached to learn, so that in the next works we just have to take them on without again hiring these expensive service providers. So we have got that lesson, that we can attach our people where we are lacking, and then we get knowledge, then we can use it in the next project. The client, Ministry of Health, we thank them for giving us the work and giving us opportunity to showcase our capabilities. We thank them for the cooperation. We had a very serious cooperation from engineers from Ministry of Health, our regional supervisor, Engineer Tusubira, the project engineer of that specific project is Engineer Wafula, the Commissioner Infrastructure Development, Ministry of Health, engineer team. All these people have really strengthened us and worked together with us for this. Now, UPDF Engineers Brigade Headquarters, my bosses, I thank them for giving me opportunity to be in charge of these works, and I promise to serve my country to the best of my capabilities. Now, to our Commander-in-Chief, a visionary leader, the fountain of honor, we thank President Museveni for this exceptional leadership skill he put into this. He was able to envision that to develop this country proper, UPDF has to be involved. And like I said, it's in line with the roles of UPDF. If you look at the Constitution, role number 4 is to collaborate with the local authorities for the development of Uganda. So what we are doing is entirely within the Constitution, that we must support the development of our country. So we thank the President, and we pray God gives him long life and he continues supporting us in these endeavors.